Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to my channel. Just a quick update on the market. I'm looking at S&P 500 now future. The last time we talked about last night, as soon as we just finished, I finished my video. Basically, we just dropped down as I expected. I'm just jumping to 1 hour quickly to show you the momentum. You see that we break around here, and we see the momentum is giving up. We have a two spiky candle confirmation that cannot hold really much longer, and as soon as we break below that one, that's my confirmation is going down. As you can see, we come break through and we come back again. We couldn't even come close to 50%, and we looking for another major move down. So for my opinion, that we will see another push back down here. We'll look for a third leg, one two a third leg on the four on 1 hour, 1 hour time frame, 4 hours. You can see that so far we have one bush, two bush, three bushes. So I'm looking for another one smaller just below this one. That's my opinion on um, uh, S&P 500. So let's see. I think that on the daily as well, you can see that we need to break below that day, closer to these lows, and 260 70 270, that would be the target for it. But I believe 250 is coming into play. 250 is going to play a big role in the coming days, weeks, months. So that's going to be 250 is going to be a very good number. It's going to play around that number many time. It will stay around there. Looking at bound CAD, bound USD, no CAD. Cable, basically, we see looking at the daily. I talked about that. My expectation is to see another leg up, but looks like we went through and we're coming back down now. At the end of the day, it's 6:30 London time. I look like we're closing as a pin bar. However, we didn't really create a new low yet, so we're still here. We're still a few days. I still have 2 more days of the week. Probably will come back up here. Let's have a look quickly to the weekly view. What look like so far? What we do? Okay, we went down on this week, and my expectation is we'll come back up again to this level. So I'm looking for a spiky pin bar candle on a weekly. Probably the following week will go down a little bit and we'll try to go back up. The reason being, if that happens, then the S&P 500 will be going up, then dollar will be weaker. Dollar is not act as a safe haven, but dollar so far is still, we're still holding the opening and closing. So we're still holding the opening. We went up, come back down. The momentum is a little bit weaker to upside, but we'll see. If that's the case, we will change gears. I already exit some position at this push up. If you look down to 4 hours, you see that the 4 hours went up quickly to the moving average, 20 moving average, and I come above it, and I just close some positions and I short a little bit to see how far, but it actually went through the 50%, and that's what can make me lighter on the cable itself. I don't want to go more than that. Looking at Bao Yen at the moment, you can see that Bao Yen on the daily, we kind of like almost double bottom here, and let's see if it's gonna hold or not. That's the thing. If that hold, then yen will be weaker. We will know. We will see. If it come up again, we'll be trading in range. If it come halfway and it start to collapse again, then that's a trade. If we break through, we're looking for retest and continuation back down. That trend line will look back many months back, and it comes somewhere. I will show you. I probably showed you. I don't want to go show you now on the daily, weekly, but we're looking for another leg down here on the major time frame. Coming back down here, then we will see one move up. If we have this double bottom confirmation today, probably tomorrow we'll see some kind of like rotation back up, rotation to the end of the week, toward the end of the week. If you look to the weekly, yeah, it's similar to cable, so keep your eye on this, and that's the trend line I'm talking about since 2015, coming back down here, and that's what I'm talking about. Probably we're going to retest it again. Here we go, retest it again, then we'll probably come back up. That will be weekly view, it's not daily. Looking at bound cat at the moment, you see that guys here. As soon as I get in the market early last week, and I exit some position, re-enter again, and I exit again here at these bottoms, and re-enter at this spike, and we kind of like closing. I'm trying to close down this position because my worry is So S&P 500 is losing momentum, and as soon as this is happening, it'll give way to pound and all other pairs to take over a little bit. It's just I'm looking for exhausted move, and that looks like one, two, three pushes down. So I'm looking for another push, probably exhausted move. Maybe tomorrow will force the seller to exit as soon as possible. As soon as it start to come below this day again, I guess, not guessing, but I think it's gonna rotate back up like that, and we'll try again quickly, and then snap up. If S&P 500 really wanted to go down, and that's the thing, because risk off, when this is the case, risk off, that's mean Aussie is weaker, yen is stronger, and it's taking over. And if that's the case, that's mean pound New Zealand, pound Aussie will be stronger, up momentum. So that's why we monitor these two together, and if you monitor these two currency, pound and Aussie and New Zealand, then you will know that risk off and on is play a very big role on these two pairs. So keep your eye on those two. As you can see, that pound New Zealand just broke through this resistance level very strongly yesterday. Last night, actually, I was not in the trade, but I didn't want to enter yet until I have some pullbacks. I did actually miss this pullback. I didn't really get in because I was already fully loaded on Aussie, so I let it go. But to be honest, it's a very good trade. Very obvious. I just expected this to return from here. I didn't really expect it to go all the way down because it was in the news. So that's the news I was talking about over the week, and that's where it is. You see, the expectation is. Also, I will be speaking about when you put your limit order. Sometime it will be filled, but you're gonna be filled up there. You know, if you put your limit order above here or below this, for in case of the news is good or bad, you know, your broker is not gonna fill you. Your broker is the last uh, person who will jump in the bus. So be careful. All brokers, all retail brokers, they don't really have priority in the market. The one that have priority in the market, they are the banks and their big hedge funds, the people they have right direct connection. So you better off wait for the momentum to give you the time to jump in. You know, if that's before, I don't know. It's up to you really how much you want to risk and all this stuff as well. I'm not going to talk about it now. Don't make this video very long, but that's the thing. You wait for your pullback, then you start buying again. That's of course in 1 hour, and that's why it's too long to wait for it. That probably that if we go down to 5 minute, so if you just have a look here, the first 5 minute, if you go down to even 1 minute, is going to be the first minute, of course, of this 5 minute. The one is just carrying the all action. So if you interested to get to this market, as soon the first 5 minutes, 1 minute you jumped in, okay, cool. You just get into the second one with your bull with your back testing. You will see that after first minute you have exactly 30 seconds to make your mind up, and you enter the market. Probably the spread is going to be like that big. It's really up to you. After I think 2 to 3 minutes, the spread it will come down to average, and that's where you can enter at this pullback. Then you will let it go. You see that it start to shaking up a little bit, but so far it's doing high highs, high lows. Confirmation that is actually breaking up, going up more higher. They are more interested buyer to buy in the market, and you keep your eye on the big time frame. You see that we have head and shoulders here, 1, 2, 3, and we're coming back down. We broke above it, come back retest on the exit point twice, and you just leave your buy limit up there, and you just keep going with it. Here we go. If you scalp, this 5 minute will mirror 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week. The whole market is fractional, is mirroring each other from the smaller time frame all the way to the bigger time frame. I'm looking at bound cat at the moment, and I can see that it's like very interesting momentum. I want to see what's going to happen here. I've got some position long, and it's kind of like coming back to the entry, and my stop loss just some around these levels here, but I'm not going to leave it yet. I think it's just wait for it. I think I'm expecting bound to be strong a little bit in the coming week. Probably today is Wednesday, so we will see. That's halfway through the week, and my expectation is to see bound actually getting baked on and this week. So we see that spike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. They really can't break below this. We look like, excuse me, we look like a bull flag here. So if we break below above this one, we'll come back retest and continue back up. That would be great. That's the daily view. So let's see what's going to happen to the rest of the week. Looking at Bitcoin quickly here, guys. You see that I told you guys this is about retesting back here. If you remember my previous videos, if you look back then, this resistance, this support level, it was there already, and that was my target. Look at the breakout here above these guys here and here, right on the spot. It's an amazing thing. I think Bitcoin started to behaving nicely now, and you can treat it as a normal asset like pound, USD, and stuff, and start respecting the resistance and support and people interest to it. So we see that high lows here, sorry, low high. Watch out for this low high on the daily, and watch out for this momentum down. We're looking for a major move. If we first wave, probably we're going to see another wave down here. My expectation 50% plus. That's the first support hold. First wave up, wave down, and three pushes down will take us to this level. If that's been happened, then that's in the second support, and that's your third support. If we break below this one, we'll be looking again to 6,000. Overall, we look at what range momentum on the daily. You can see that is keep going up and down and coming back down on a longer time frame. We're still ranging inside this one period of time. We started that range 2019 February. Yeah. So yeah, just that was the coronavirus that started obviously the year coming back up. If you look at that as a one candle, a giant candle from here, that's where it started. That's where we are now. Right, and that's what the spike look like. So we look like rejection. The first 6 weeks, 6 months of the year, almost 6 months of the year, we're still there. We have a kind of rejected candle, so we will be looking for the continuation down momentum to fill up this candle. Probably the next maybe the next 2 quarters is going to be a little bit push back up here and continuing down. So I think it's really on the long term is going down. The momentum is down, you can see. So just keep your eye on that. Okay, guys, thanks very much for viewing. If you're new, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Ask me questions. I'll be trying to do that every single day. Great, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.